Hi everyone, this is a review of Big Lots Holiday Christmas 2022 wax melts. This is the first year they're coming out with this many new scents for the holidays. 22 new scents, and I think that's the first time ever that I know of that they've come out with this many holiday scents at one time. And in addition, the scent quality and the throw are better than other Big Lots wax melts that I've used in the past, and I've been reviewing these for years. And in general, the throw tends to be kind of mediocre. The scents in general are okay. Nothing. Maybe there are a few scents that kind of stand out, but these scents are really fantastic. I'm really happy with them. I don't know if these are still being made by MVP Group International, which is the company that also makes Mainstays melts for Walmart. They might be made by a different company. The labels say that they're made in Dominican Republic, and a couple of them are also made in Vietnam, which when I see that, I'm usually concerned because generally the throw and the scent quality are not that good when they're made overseas, but in this case, it's not the case. These are actually really, really good. I found these right in front of the cash registers, actually, like in one of the aisles right on the other side of the cash registers, instead of in with the other wax melts and candles. And a couple of them were in the holiday Christmas seasonal aisle, but most of these were right in front of the cash register, which I thought was unusual. They cost $3.49 for 2.32 ounces, which is a little pricey, but they're actually these were actually quite good. Now, I don't know if Big Lots has discontinued their regular wax melt scents, because I haven't seen any new wax melt scents in a really, really long time. Usually they come out with new scents every 2 months, it seems, 2 or 3 months. They haven't come out with any in a really long time. Also, these do not carry the Living Colors brand, so I don't think that they are using the Living Colors brand at all anymore. And these don't have any brand on them, so I guess we'll just call them Big Lots brand. So I will get started with and also there's no scent notes. I have no way of getting a hold of scent notes, so hopefully that will make this video go a little faster. So I will get started with the first scent, which is apple cinnamon. So here we go, apple cinnamon. And of course, the one that has the worst throw happens to be the first one. This is a typical generic apple cinnamon scent, but it's nice. It's a bit more cinnamon than apple, but it's not a big red gum type cinnamon scent. The throw was mild, like a 2.5 out of 5, would do well in a very small to a small room. Generally, these types of scents are very strong, so I was kind of surprised that it was really kind of weak. But if you don't really like strong apple cinnamon scents, then this might be the right scent for you. Next we have Arctic Breeze, and I'm sure I've smelled this scent before. I'm getting a fresh mountain air type vibe with a slight soapy note, a little bit of pine, and maybe a smidgen of vanilla and possibly sandalwood. It's not sweet at all. It kind of smells a bit like dull or dusty, if that makes sense. It's a unique scent, although it's not my favorite, but I think it would be great for toning down scents that are too sweet or even maybe too piney. The throw on this one is strong, like a 3.5 out of 5 would do well in a medium to a large sized room. Next is Cashmere and Amber. And this smells a lot like the old Better Homes and Gardens Soft Cashmere Amber, which was a warm, velvety, ambery, rich, sweet musk scent with a teensy bit of a light woodsy note like sandalwood and possibly a smidgen of patchouli way in the background. And that's exactly what this scent smells like. Fantastic scent, and the throw is very strong. 4 out of 5 would do well in a large room and maybe outside the room. This is one of the ones that was made in Vietnam, and so you can see the clamshell is a little bit different. It's a little wider. And this was in the Christmas seasonal aisle. This was kind of like this and the other ones that were shaped like this were kind of like in a limited supply. They only came out with like maybe 4 of each scent, and then when I went back the next week, they were all gone. So when you do look for these Christmas scents, also look in the seasonal aisle because you might find a couple of these. So this one is called, I don't really know what it's called. It's either called it's called Christmas Morning or Let's Snow. And so much cat here. This is a fantastic, yummy scent of sweet vanilla, molasses, brown sugar, and a nutty note, which might be cardamom. So that's kind of in that order. Sweet vanilla, molasses, brown sugar, and a nutty note. I thought I also detected a smidgen of butterscotch, but I'm not really sure. I love this scent. Throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Would do well in a medium to a large size room. So really, really nice scent. Next is Christmas Tree. And this is a very nice standard pine scent with a tiny bit of a smoky note and a smidgen of that biting pine note. It's a very common scent, but it smells great, surprisingly good and strong for Big Lots wax melts. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5, would do well in a large room and maybe outside the room. Next is Cinnamon Sticks. Lots of cat hair. And this is a sweet red hot cinnamon candies scent. It's richer than most with possibly a smidgen of cloves. There's really not much else I can say. It's just, it's cinnamon sticks. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. So if you like cinnamon, this is actually a really nice one. Cranberry Wreath. This is a fun, happy scent of sweet maraschino cherries. It's not cranberry at all. There's no bitterness. There's no harshness like black cherry. I love this scent. Throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Fantastic scent. Definitely one if you like maraschino cherry type scents. It's not, no pine, no cranberry. Great scent. Next is Fall Leaves and Acorns. I don't know why these have different, some of these have totally different type labels. So maybe these are the fall scents and I'm thinking that these are the fall scents that kind of came out earlier. So now that I look at these, this might actually be a combination of fall and winter scents. Of course, that makes sense. That's why there's so many. And they just released them all at the same time. Okay, well, that's all right. That's cool. That works. All right, so Fall Leaves and Acorns. I've smelled this scent before. It's a super savory, slightly salty scent of, there's a lot of alliteration there. Super savory, slightly salty scent of herbs, pine, brown leaves, and chestnut. It's not sweet at all. It's an interesting scent. It's not one of my favorites. Throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next is Frankincense and Myrrh. And this is my favorite out of all these scents. Fantastic, rich scent that smells like a combination of sweet tobacco with a hint of oud wood, a tiny bit of patchouli, and a smidgen of men's cologne. It reminds me a little bit of Better Homes and Gardens frankincense and patchouli, and even a little bit of Sensational's flirtatious, slightly, but this scent is richer, it's darker, it has more of that oud and tobacco type notes. I adore this incredible scent. It lasted the entire day. And the throw is bold, 5 out of 5, took over the entire house. So if you're going to get one scent out of this collection, Frankincense and Myrrh, it is insanely good. Fantastic, fantastic scent. Next we have fresh balsam. And this is a nice pine scent with just a hint of sweetness. It has a little bit of that biting pine note and no woodsy or smoky notes. So it's different from the Christmas tree scent, but similar. I mean, it's pine, but a little bit different notes. And the throw is bold, 5 out of 5. So if you like really strong pine scents, this is the one to get. Next we have Harvest Hot Toddy. So apparently it looks like this is one of the fall scents. This is a nice apple cider scent with mulling spices. It's sweet, but not super sweet like apple juice. It also has a little bit of that old brown apples fallen on the ground and mixed with brown leaves note, but in a really good way. I really like this scent, and the throw is very strong. 4 out of 5 would do well in a large room and maybe outside the room. Next is Holly and Ivy. This is a slightly generic pine scent with slightly woodsy and smoky notes. It's similar to the fresh balsam scent that I just reviewed, but that scent is more biting, more piney, and has a smidgen of sweetness. I like them both, but I do like the fresh balsam scent more. This scent might be the same as the Christmas tree scent, which I reviewed over there. Part of a different collection. They smell exactly the same to me. Throw on this one is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next is Maple Praline Pie. And I don't know what happened here. It actually looks like caramel candies that melted. They were a little hard to get out, so it looks like they are kind of melted in there. This is a yummy scent of caramel, maple, and nuts. It's sweet and rich and just a little salty. And the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Mulled Berry Cider. This is the one scent out of this collection that I do not like. I don't like this scent at all. I can tell that it's apple cider, but it's very fake. It's very like chemical laden, and it has a sour, bitter, almost like a moldy note. And I know it's not moldy, but it's just that it's like overly mulled, I guess, if that makes sense. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Next we have Pomander Pumpkin. And this is indeed a pomander scent, which is basically a combination of orange and cloves and sometimes apple. I don't really detect the cloves note in pomander scents in general, but once you smell pomander, you'll recognize it whenever you smell it again. It's not one of my favorite scents, but this one has a bit of a nutmeg note that gives it a little bit of a pumpkin vibe, so it's actually quite nice. It's not quite as pomandery. I know that's not a word, but I do like it. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. We've got Pumpkin Cream Pie. This is a very nice sweet pumpkin pie scent with a bit more cinnamon than other similar scents, making it smell a bit like a pumpkin cinnamon roll. And the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. So you're seeing this trend that the throws are actually quite strong in these scents, like I said, which is not that common for Big Lots wax melts. Spiced buttercream. And I don't know why there's little flecks of red in there. It's weird. I guess something happened at the factory. This is a yummy scent of allspice, molasses, ginger, a hint of cloves, and maybe a smidgen of cinnamon. And of course, the super sweet vanilla buttercream note, which really comes out when melted, although the spices are at the forefront. It's not a pumpkin spice scent at all. I love this scent, and the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next is Warm and Cozy. And I can't figure out exactly what I'm smelling, but I like it. I'm getting notes of tobacco, wood, vanilla, and a hint of cinnamon. It's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's not perfumey, and it's a little foody, but not completely foody. I just can't describe it. It's actually really good. The throw is medium, like a 3 out of 5. Would do well in a small to medium-sized room. Next we have warm cinnamon. This is from the other collection that was in the Christmas seasonal aisle. And these are the ones that are made in Vietnam. I'm not a fan of straight cinnamon scents, but this is more than that. It's super sweet like cinnamon candy, but it's not as spicy as Red Hot candies. I'm also getting vanilla and possibly a smidgen of a nutty note. On cold sniff, I think I'm also getting a barely detectable smidgen of pine, but I don't smell that when melting, so probably no pine. I really like this scent despite that I'm not a fan of a lot of cinnamon scents. Throw, however, is medium, like a 3 out of 5. Would do well in a small to medium-sized room, which is kind of unusual for cinnamon scents because they're usually really strong. So we have warm pumpkin spice. This smells just like gingerbread or ginger snap cookies. I'm not getting any pumpkin spice type notes like nutmeg or cinnamon. I really like this one, and the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next we have Be Merry, which is part of that other collection. Be Merry or Winterberry Garland. I guess it's just really called Winterberry Garland. This is a slightly sour cranberry punch type scent. It has that bitter wine or champagne note that I don't care for. So it maybe could be blended with another sweet, like a really sweet scent to kind of tone it down, but I don't really care for this type of sour scent. Throw is medium, 3 out of 5. Would do well in a medium to a small size room, or medium to small to a medium sized room. And last we have Woodland Fig, and this scent is indeed fig, which is a savory, woodsy, soapier version of currant when it comes out in a wax melt or a candle. However, real figs are actually very sweet, so I don't know why they're always portrayed as being this woodsy, savory type of a note in candles and wax melts, because they don't smell like that in real life. So this scent it's also kind of sour, slightly vinegary, a little peppery, and very savory with just a smidgen of sweetness. It's a little bit similar to the Fall Leaves and Acorns scent that I reviewed here, but it's not the same scent. It's an interesting scent, and I kind of like it, but it's a little too savory for me. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Would do well in a large room and maybe outside the room. So there you have it. Those are the new Big Lots fall and winter Christmas holiday type scents. And if you want to read a text version of this review, just go to waxmeltreviews.com and feel free to join our Facebook group where we discuss all different brands and scents of store-bought and retail brand wax melts. And you can find the link to our Facebook group underneath this video and on our website at waxmeltreviews.com. Have a good day.